Hello students, this time we are going to learn bare bones of a Python program. It means we will know the structure of a Python program, how a program is written and what are its various parts of the program. Today we will learn these things. This is continued from chapter 7, that is Python fundamentals for class 11th computer science. The basic structure of a Python program. See, this is a program written to call some function, this user defined function. Okay, actually some words we are telling here which may or may not understood to you. So don't worry about those things, just listen carefully and gradually you will go to understand all these things. Okay. See, this is the function definition of the program, and here the main program starts. From here the main program starts. It means when you type this program in a computer and execute or run the program, the statement starts from executing from this place. Okay, from this place it is going to start. Okay. It will read the whole program, but it will start executing program from this place. Okay, this place. See, what are these things? What are the structures of a Python program? See here, these are the comments. The symbol has tells the program or computer that it is a comment. Okay, and what are those comments? What are the comments? Comments are those messages which are ignored by computer, and these are beneficial for the programmer whenever he or she opens the program in future. Okay, this will very much helpful for them to understand the program. So the message is given here, and this is the function. This part, the def, cu, print, this is a function. Okay, and these are the statement: a equals to 15, b equals to a minus 10, print this one. These are the statements, all the statements, and it will be executed one by one. Okay, one after another in a sequence. These statements will be executed in a sequence, one after the another. However, sometimes it may happen that some code may skip execution, or some code may be repeated more than one time during execution. It may happen if some special type of commands or statements is given. These are the expressions. Okay, these are the expression: a equals to 15, b equals to a minus 10, print a plus 3. These are known as expression. Some are known as blocks. Blocks means when we start writing a program, after giving some spaces before the statement, so many spaces is given here. Okay, again here this is some spaces is given here. These are known as, okay, so many spaces we have given here. Okay, the previous statement start from the left side, but next statements started after some spaces given. Okay, these are known as blocks. These are known as blocks. Some are inline comments. Inline comments mean they we know that a comment starts with a hash symbol, but this is also a comment, but this is inline comment because it includes the statements also. It combines the statements also as well as the comments. That's why it is known as inline comments. Okay, now this is written here cu, only cu statement is written here. It will call the function, this def cu function will be called, and this message will be displayed. So a program contains so many parts, so many things. Okay, it can contain comments which begins with hash symbol. It can contain statements which get executed when the program starts execution. Some functions are there, functions are not executed by its own. We have to call it from somewhere else. Okay. Some statements are retained after giving some spaces. These are known as blocks. Blocks of a statement. A block is a statement which get executed when its header tells to execute. Okay. Some is given a colon after the statement. A colon is given. Okay. Each time a colon is given, next statement will be typed after some spaces, and that's the reason, that's the time where the blocks are get to be started. Block of a statement is to be given there. Okay, colon means block of a statement is going to be started. Okay, now these things, so many things are there, basic structure. Now one by one, if you don't clear now, don't worry, we will get it one by one. We will go through in depth, okay, and discuss each and every part of the Python program one by one. See, first of all, expressions. In the previous program we have seen that expressions are something a plus 3 or like this, a plus b, like this are the expressions. Okay, Python program contains expressions, statements, comments, functions, blocks, and indentation. The spaces given after a start of a block is known as indentation. Okay, so many things. So first we will learn expression. Okay, an expression is any legal combination of symbols. What is this? It is a combination of symbols that represents a value. Means it represents a value. An expression represents something which Python evaluates and which then produces a value. Combination of symbols, and when evaluates or executes, it produces a value. Okay, this is known as expression. For example, okay, a minus 10 is an expression, a plus 3 is an expression, b greater than 5 is an expression. You may notice that here a symbol, a operator is used between the numbers or the variables or the data. This makes an expression. Okay, simply 15 is also an expression in computer, but it is a number. It is a number. It is said that in a programming technical terms, it is said that it is an expression. 2.9 is also an expression. That's are values only. These are only values. But these in technical terms we can say that it is the expression. In the same way, a plus 5, 3 plus 5 divided by 4, these are all complex expressions. These are all expression which when evaluated produces a value. It always gives a value, okay, after doing some calculation. Next is a statement. Statements are, what are the statements? While an expression represents something, a statement is a programming instruction. It is nothing but it is instruction that does something, okay. Instruction. Statements are instruction. Some actions takes place, a statement executes and may or may not yield a value. A statement executes, okay, it runs, it executes, and it may give you some value or not any value. It may possible. Okay, some statement may print, display messages. Some statement may calculate some value and give some value. Okay, so many types of statements, messages are there, commands are there. Statement can also be set commands. See example here. These are the example of statements. Print statement is here. Okay, a equals to 15, b equals to a minus 10. Okay, here the value of a will become 15. The value of b will become a minus 15. The value of a is 15. 15 minus 10 is 5. A b will become 5, and here a plus 3 is given. Okay, these are the statements which get executed and it gives the output. Okay, with the help of statements we can write programs. Now comments, we know that it is the additional readable information. To clarify the source code which is read by the programmers. It is helpful for programmers, not for computers, and ignored by Python interpreter. Okay, it is ignored. by Python interpreter. Okay, it is read by programmer. It is helpful for programmer, but it is not helpful for Python interpreter. Python interpreter only ignored. These are the additional information to clarify the source code. In Python, comments begin with hash symbol. Okay, every comment must start with a hash symbol and end with a physical line. A complete line can be given as a comment. Comments can be given in two ways. There are two ways. First, we can use a single line comment. Okay, and next is multi-line comment. Okay, two types of comments are there. Now one by one we will get this. Single line comments. Single line comments can also be applied in two ways. First, full line comment. Full line comment means the line will start from hash symbol. Okay, hash symbol, then this line is said to be full line comments. Okay, say for example this is a full line comment because there is no other statements in between. And inline comments are those comments which includes statements, commands to be get executed and also comments. That is known as inline comments. See here example. Okay, here if b is less than 5, then colon, it is a statement, and after hash a comment is given here. This is known as inline comment. Inline comment saves lines of code. Actually, full line comments take one extra line, one complete line, and inline comments saves some spaces, some lines in a program, in writing program. Multi-line comments. Multi-line comments, it is also of two types. Multi-line comments, as we know that comments can go more than one line. Okay, there are two ways. First way is add hash symbol in the beginning of every line. Okay, add hash symbol in the beginning of every line, then this will become multi-line comment. Say for example this is the example. Hash symbol is given each and every line. Okay, here each line starts with hash symbol. Then this is more than one line comments are given here. That's why it is multi-line comment. Next method is use triple quoted multi-line strings. Okay, triple quoted means you give triple quotation mark, triple quotation, single quotation mark 3 times or double quotation mark 3 times, but make sure that opening and ending should be same. See here example. Okay, this is 3 single quotation mark is given at the beginning of the comment and at the end of the comment also. This is known as, okay, multi-line comments. Here 3 single quotation mark is given and comment is written here continuously up to the 3 lines, and at the last line we have to put again 3 single quotation mark. This type of comment is also called doc string. Okay, triple quoted multi-line string comments are also known as doc string. Now come to function, another part of the Python program. A function is a code that has a name. Okay, a name is given. A part of code is given a name, a special name, and that can be reused at other some places, specifying by its name in the program wherever needed. Okay, wherever needed, that name is mentioned and reused. What happens? Why we reuse? That time when we reuse this name, when the program gets that statement to be executed, it will call the function and the function code will be executed. Okay, see example here. This is the function, cu function is there, and this statement is calling the function which we have seen in the previous example. See here. Okay, see, this is the function we have defined here. Okay, this is the def cu, then colon, print time to say goodbye. This is a function, and when we type anywhere in the program cu, it will call this function and it will execute this print statement. Okay, at the end we have call this function. Okay, and at the end it will execute the statements. This is the function. Function also helps in making larger program in small parts, small blocks of the statements, which become easier to make error free, check the program. It becomes easier to test also code. Okay, these things are beneficial. Blocks and indentation. Blocks, a group of a statement which are part of another statement or a function, are called block. What is a block? Only a group of a statement is known as block. Okay, it is also called code block, or sometimes it is called shoot only. Okay. Block, code block, or shoot, just it is nothing, it is just a group of a statement. Okay, for example, here, see here example, this 3 statement, if b is less than a, colon is given here, then 3 statement temp a equals to b, b equals to temp. These 3 statements are called block of statements. Okay, because these 3 statements are having the same level of indentation, same level of indentation. This is another words that we can see that things. Okay, this is a block, part of a statement. Notice all statement in same block must be there. Okay, have same indentation level. What? Same block have same indentation level. Indentation level, the spaces before it, okay, will be the same. Python uses indentation to create blocks of code. Okay, if you want to make a block of code, then indentation is to be given. It is must. Statements at same indentation level are part of same block or shoot. Statements requiring shoot your code block have a colon at their end. Okay, the statement which needs a block of statement, that statement must end with a colon. Okay, you cannot unnecessarily indent a statement. Okay, indentation is done only to make a group of a statement a block or shoot. Okay, unnecessarily indentation or writing some statement writing at some places and other statement is writing at other places, giving some spaces before that statement, it gives you error. Okay, so each statement must start with a same column, and if you want to make a block of a statement, group of a statement, then indent that statement in a same spaces. Okay, this is known as block of command. See the example here again, another example you can see. This is the block. Every block, this is the block. See, 2 statement is given in a block of def check. Colon is started here, colon is given, and these 2 statements are indented at the same level. Then these 2 statements are block of a statement. Again, this if statement is started, and then 3 statements are written in the same block, same indentation level, then this makes a block. Again, in else part there is again 3 statements in the same indented level. Okay, these 2 blocks, there are 2 blocks here. Okay, and in between else is given here. Now see, 2 different indentation level inside the block. Now there are so many blocks or blocks of statements, and some statements having different levels inside this code. Okay, see, this is the 1 indentation level, this is more indentation level, inner part of the statement. Okay, more spaces are given here. Okay, so this block belongs to this if statement, and this block belongs to this else statement. Understood? These are the block of statement. To make a block of a statement, we have to indent the statement. Now next, variables and assignments. So till now we have learned that Python program contains so many things. It contains comments, it contains expressions, then blocks, indentation, functions, so many things it can contain, and these make this These things makes a Python program complete. Okay. Variables and assignments. This is another topic, variables and assignments. A variable in Python represents named locations that refers to a value, okay, whose values can be used and processed during program run. During program run. It means that a name is given to a value and that value is processed during program run. Okay, see the example here, marks equals to 70. Here marks is a name and this name is given a value 70. Then this statement makes a variable which has having a name marks. Okay, for example, to store name of a student and marks of a student during a program, we require some labels to refer to these marks so that these can be distinguished easily. Variables, also called symbolic variables, serve the purpose. Okay, so to make any variable, just assign a value to a name. Okay, yeah, and a name can be given, any name can be given. Okay, it may be a single letter A, B, C, D like this, or it may be words, marks, name, okay, age like this, and then assign a value to that. Then it will be this name will become a variable which holds some value. Now creating a variable. Python variables are created by assigning a value. Okay, assigning a value. Just assign a value to a variable, it makes a variable, it creates a variable. So for example, to create a numeric variable, assign a numeric value. Okay, to a variable name, to create a string variable, assign a string value to the variable name. Okay, it is very much easier that if we want to numeric variable, then assign a numeric value. If you want to assign a string, then it will become a string variable. See example here, see the example here. Okay, marks equals to 70. 70 is a number, then this marks will become numeric variable. Name Rahul is a string and it is given in single quotation mark, then name will become, okay, what? A string variable. This is the string variable, this is the numeric variable. Any variable can be created, just give a name and a value and there is equals sign. Now L value and R values, any variable which we are created, okay, those variables are associated with our L values and R values. Now understand what are these things, L value and R value. Broadly, L value and R value can be thought of as L value are the objects. Just what is this? These are the objects to which you can assign a value. Okay, what these objects is used to assign a value, means a value is given to that name or object. This becomes L value. L values comes on LHS and sometimes RHS also. LHS means left hand side and R right hand side also. Okay, L values can come both sides, left side and right hand side also. L value of assignment statement. Assignment statement means equals to the statement which is having an equals to sign. That statement is known as assignment statement. Now R values are the literals and expressions. These are the literals or the expression that are assigned to L values. Means L value is needed for R value. Okay, and R values are the right hand side values. Okay, it comes on RHS, right hand side value of an assignment statement. So R values may be literals or expression. Literals means just a value 40, 50, 30 or any name, Rahul, Amar like this name. Expressions, it may be expressions also, A plus B or A 30 plus 40 like this. Okay, these are the R values and R values always comes to the right hand side. Okay, for example, see the example here. A variable can be assigned as like this: A equals to 20, B equals to 10. Here A and B are the L values and 20 and 10 are the literals, just literal. These are the R values. Okay, and now you cannot mix up these things. Okay, 20 equals to A, 10 equals to B. You cannot do like this. Okay, then L value comes to the right hand side, it is not possible. L value always comes to the left hand side, and L value are the objects or the variable names. Okay, and expressions or the literals always come to the right hand side. Now multiple assignments. Multiple assignment means Python is very versatile with assignments. There are many different ways to assign values. Many different ways to assign values to a variable. Okay, see, first number, assigning same value to multiple variables. Okay, more than variable, suppose we have more than one variable and each variable is given same value. Suppose 0 is to be given or 10 is to be given to all the variables. 3 variables are there needed and all variables we want to give 10. Then no, don't write these statements in 3 different lines and give 10 10 10 to each 3 lines. It is it can be possible, it can be given and it is a valid statement, but in Python you can shorthand these things and you can write the statement like this: a equals to b equals to c equals to 10, means this 10 value will be given to each and every variable a, b, c, 3, all the 3 variables. Assigning multiple values to multiple values to multiple variables. Now it is also possible. Suppose each variable you want to give different values. Then what we have to do, we have to write each statement in separate line. Now in Python gives you some facility, some features. It is having some features. You can combine all the statements which is given in separate lines in one line. How it is possible like this: x comma y equals to z, and we want to put x value 10, y value 20 and z value 30. Then we can give like this. Okay, it is possible. It will assign the value order wise. Okay, order wise it will assign, means 10 will be given for x and 20 will be given for y and 30 will be given for z. Okay, first value give the first value, second value, and so on like this. Okay, more examples on multiple assignments. Expressions separated with commas are evaluated from left to right and assigned in same order. See the example. Okay, x comma y equals to 25 50 given here. Then what will happen after executing this statement? X will become 25 and y will become 50. X comma y equals to y comma x. Now what will happen this time? The value of x is 25, y is 50. Then this time x will become y, means x will become 50 because the value of y is 50, and y will become 25 because the value of x is 25. Okay, now ABC, the value of ABC is given equals to 5 comma 10 comma 7. Okay, then what happened? A will become 5, B will become 10 and C will become 7. Okay, similarly, see here what is given, expression is given here, BCA. Okay, BCA, then A plus 1 is given. Previously the value of A is 5 and then plus 1 means the value of B will become 6. B plus 2, no, the value of B is 6. Okay, yes, the value of B, from here it will take, the value of B is 10, then B plus 2 will become 12, then C, the value of C will become 12. Now A value, the value of A will become C minus 1, the value of C is 7, 7 minus 1 will become 6. Now see the answer: A equals to 6, B equals to 6 and C equals to 12, like this. Output will become like this. Okay, see here PQ is equals to 3 and 5, the value of P is 3 and Q is 5, P3 Q5. Now see Q comma R equals to given here P minus 2. P minus 2 means the value of P is 3, then minus 2 1, Q will become 1, and here the value of P minus P is 3, then R will become what? P plus 2. P plus 2 means 3 plus 2, 5. Okay, this will become 5, this will become 1. See here, Q will become 5 and R will become, Q is 1 and R is 5. How? Understood? Because the value of p is 3, one time it is -2, then it will become 1, and next time p is added 2, then it will become 3 plus 2, 5. That's why. Now here x equals to 10, the value of x is 10. You understood here? Y comma y is given here equals to x plus 2, then x plus 5. How it is possible? See, the value of y first, the value of y will become x plus 2 means 12, and next time the value of y will become x plus 5 means 15. Now which value will be assigned to y? The next value will be assigned, y will become 15. Understood? Now x comma x is given 20 and 30. Then again what happened? The next value, the x equals to 30 will be assigned. X equals to 30. Here y comma y equals to given x plus 10 and x plus 20. Now previously the value of x is 30. Then x plus 10 will give you 40 and x plus 20 will give you 50. Now next time the next value, so the same variable is here, then the value of y will become this. Okay, x plus 20, that is 50. Clear? This y given this value, this x will given this value, this y will given this value. Next value will be assigned. Next. I hope understood you. Variable definition. Now we understood that what is a variable. A variable is nothing, just it is an object which is having some value, and during program execution or program processing we use these variables in our expressions. Now definition of this variable. A variable is defined only when you assign some value to it. Okay, when a variable is created, defined means created, when any value is assigned to it. When we give some value to a variable, and then only the variable is created. Okay, using an undefined variable in an expression or statement causes an error. If a variable is not defined, then it will give you error. See the example here. We have not assigned the variable x anywhere, and directly we want to give print statement, print x, then this will give you name error. Now to solve this problem, what we have to do? We have to assign some variable. This is must. We have to assign some variable. X equals to 20. Then we can give print x. Then there will be no error, and it will display the value x is 20. Dynamic typing. Okay, Python is having a special feature that is known as dynamic typing. It is said that no other language is supporting this type of feature. What is dynamic feature? See, a variable pointing to a value of a certain type. A variable pointing to a value of a certain type can be made to point to a value or object of different type. Means one time a variable is pointing a type, a single type. Then next time the same variable is assigned with a different type of variable. Okay, this is legal in Python language, and this feature is known as dynamic typing. This feature is known as dynamic typing. For example, x equals to 10, print x. This first time we have taken x, the value of x as 10, and next we have given print statement, and next time another time we have assigned the same variable x as a string. This time numeric, next time a string, and print x statement is given. What will happen? It will take both the type of data, okay, one time numeric, and then it will change to a string. This is legal, and it will display the statement like this: 10 and hello world. Okay, understood? Now, caution with dynamic typing. Some precautions we have to take during using dynamic typing feature of Python language. What are the precautions? Although Python is comfortable with changing types is possible in Python language of a variable. The programmer is responsible for ensuring right types of certain type of operation. For example, x equals to 10, y equals to 0. Okay, one time the value of x is given 10, next time the value of y is given 0, then y is divided by x divided by 2, the value of x is 10, then 10 divided by 2 will become 5, y will become 5. Okay, numeric type, then numeric type it is not there, is problem. Now x is defined next time in place of numeric variable, numeric value, numeric type of value. This time string type of value is given, the day within single quotation mark. Then this is legal, it will assign the value of x as day. But next statement you see y is given x divided by 2. Then here it will give you error because the x is now become a string type, and a string type cannot be divided with a number. Okay, it is not possible. So the output will give you y equals to 5 first time, but next time it will give you error because a string cannot be divided with a number. So to check that which type of data a variable becomes, we can use a function, type function, to check the data type of a variable. Use type function to determine the type of an object. Object can be a variable or a literal string. Okay, we can check the type of any variable or any literal, any value also. Okay, it is possible. Use type function to check that which type of data it is containing. Now one section, barebone of Python program, completes here. Now we understood that so many parts are there in a Python program. A Python program contains functions, expressions, comments, indentation, blocks, so many things. It contains variables, multiple assignment is there, so many types of comments are there. Now we are going to learn some more thing about Python programming and simple input and output statements, so that a program can be, complete program can be written with input statement and output statement. Again continued from chapter 7 for class 11 computer science. Input through input function. In Python, to get input from user interactively means during program run, means program is running and in between it asks some value from a user that this value is needed. You just input from the keyboard. Okay, this is known as interactive. You can use built-in function input. The function input is used in the following manner. Variable equals to input message. Variable equals to input, then within quotation mark you have to put message. For example, name equals to input, what is your name, this message is given, this input function is given, then message is given. Okay, and within single quotation mark. Then when this statement get executed, it will display you this message on the screen, and cursor will blink, cursor will come where program halt for some time, and you have to type the name, type some name, and you have to press enter key, and whatever the name you type or whatever the text you type here, it will be stored in this variable, name variable. Okay, and this process, by using this process, we can take input interactively during program execution, some value from the user, in front of which you can type the name. The value that you type in front of the displayed message is assigned to the given variable name. Will be assigned to the name. Just like if you suppose you have typed Rahul here and pressed enter key, then this text will be stored in name variable, just like name equals to Rahul you have given. Reading numbers. Okay, the input function has a property that it always returns a value of a string type. Reading numbers means the input function has a property that it always returns a value of string type. that it always returns a value of string type. Yes, see here, input function, what happens? It always returns string type. So now to read numbers, okay, what we have to do? We have to use some inbuilt functions, that is int function, float function to read integer type numbers. We have to use int function to read floating point numbers, real numbers having decimal places. Then float function we have to use. Okay, then the input function will convert the read string into integer and floating numbers. Okay, how it is possible? See here, how we can use this function. See here. Here we want to read marks. Then input enter marks we have given. Then what happened? It will ask marks from the user, and any number we have to give. That number will be stored as a string in this marks variable. Now we have to convert that string to a floating point number, means real number or the numbers with having decimal places. Then float function we have used within marks. Now both statement can be combined in one statement like this. Marks equals to float, then input, then enter marks, like this. These two statement is combined in one statement like this. Okay, this time what happens? It will display the message and it will ask you to enter a number. Then whenever you type a number, that number is automatically converted to float type, and then that number is assigned to the variable marks. Okay, this is the process. Now then what we have to do during entering numeric variables, always we have to use int or float function with input function. Okay, if we forget to use this function, then what will happen? The number is read as a string, and during computation work it will give you error. Output through print function. Print function is very much helpful, okay, to display output on the screen. It sends output to a standard output device, that is monitor. The syntax of print function is this: print values separated by comma. Okay, print we have to give within bracket. We can give any values, any number of values separated by comma. Okay, if there are more than one value, then we have to separate each value with the comma. See examples here. Print hello. Okay, it will display hello, the word hello. Print 17.5, this number will be displayed. Print 3.14159 into r, then it will compute area of a circle. And here print statement is given to display some messages. Another print statement is displayed. Okay, so many print statements, different types, different styles, different methods is given to given here to understand you clearly. Okay, 1, 2, 3 values it is given here in the print statement, and each value is separated by comma. String is given within double quotation mark, and numeric is given without any quotation mark. Okay, expression is given here. This expression it first evaluate this expression and display the output on the screen. Okay, you try it yourself. Okay, now some features are there. Print statement is having so many features. Some major features are like this. It auto converts the items to a string. Yes, we know that as an input function converts each and every entered values in string. In the same way, print function also converts each and every output to string output. Okay, string. If you are printing a numeric value, it will automatically convert it into equivalent string. Okay, numeric value is also converted to string, then printed, then displayed it on the monitor. It inserts spaces between items automatically. One single space is given in between each and every item. Okay, automatically, because the default value of sep keywords, there is a sep argument is a space. We can use any other character as a separator for item. Means actually the default is spaces. Space is given automatically, and if we don't want spaces and if we want some other type of symbols in between each and every item, then what we have to do, we have to change the sep argument to any other argument. See the example here. Okay, this print statement is given here. Print my name is Amit. All values are separated and by comma. Then the output will be given like this: my name is Amit, and one single space is given in the output. Okay, this is the default output. Next statement is given: my name is Amit, and one more statement is given here: sep equals to, within single quotation mark, 3 dot is given. Sep equals 3. By default, if you don't give sep, then it will display the output giving each item a space, between space. This time you have changed the argument to dot dot dot. Then what happened? The output will be displayed in between dot 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 in each and every item, separated item. Okay. Now print function without any value or name or expression, print blank lines. If you give simple print statement just like this statement, then it will give you blank line. Suppose somewhere you want to print blank line, a gap, line gap, then simple print statement you can give without any value. Okay. Another features: it appends a new line character at the end of the line unless you give your own end argument. New line character means if you give more than one print statement, then each print statement will display the output on separate lines. Separate lines means each output will be separated in different lines. Okay. And sometimes if you want to use print statement, more than one print statement, and want you to display all the output of the print statement in same line, then what we have to do, we have to change the value of end argument. In the same manner, we have changed the sep argument to change the separating value. In the same way, we can change the end argument so that it can not display in separate lines output for each and every print statement, just it display some differently. Okay, so end argument we can change. See the first output. First two statement is given: my name is Amit, I am 16 years old. Now both the output is given in separate lines. This time what happened? Print statement is given, print my name is Amit, end equals to dollar is given here. Dollar symbol equals to dollar, and I am 16 years old. Then what will happen? The message will be displayed in one line. Okay, complete one line. Here no space is given, so it is given in 2 lines, but it will display in one line. My name is Amit, then dollar symbol will be given here. I am 16 years old in one line. Okay, you try it yourself. The default value of end argument is new line, and the default value of end argument is new line, that is \n. Means if you don't use end statement, then each and every print statement will display output in separate lines. And sep argument is a space. Okay, if you don't give sep argument any value, then each item will be separated by single space. Okay, otherwise you can change. You can break any statement by putting \/ in the end and pressing enter key, then completing the statement in the next line. Suppose you are typing some statements and that statement gets too long that it is not able to fit in one line, then you can break the statement by giving just \/ at the end of the statement and continue next line the same statement. Okay, this is possible. See the example here. Okay, here the print statement is given here, hello end equals to space, then it is breaked in 2 lines. Just put \/ here. This is the \/ you can give in each in a statement which wants to continue to the next line, more than one line. Okay, now some Python program examples we will see here. Okay, this is again from chapter 7, class 11, computer science. See the first program. Okay, this is our program, and here we have combined it with output also. My first Python program. What is the program code here? Write a program to input a welcome screen and print it. We will input a statement, input a message, and that message will be displayed using print statement. See, message equals to input enter welcome message, a single question mark, then print hello and message. This message is given here after the comma. Then what will be the output? The output will be given like this, enter welcome message, and here cursor will stop up. When you run this program, after execution, this message will be displayed, and here it will wait for you to type some name, some message. Here we have typed a name, and that name is displayed with the help of print statement, print message. Okay, now next program is program to obtain 3 numbers and print their sum. Okay, here 3 numbers we have to input, and all 3 numbers is to be added and displayed as sum. See the program. Okay, how we have taken all the numbers. As we learned that numbers, if we want to input numbers, then we have to use int function along with input function, or float function along with input function. So here we have used int function. See, number 1 is taken to 3 numbers is taken as enter number 1, enter number 2, enter number 3. All 3 numbers will be saved in these 3 variables, num1, num2, num3, and these 3 variables are added here using plus symbol, and that added number result will be saved in sum function. Now print statement displays the numbers first and then the sum. See the output here. What will be the output of the program? Okay, enter number 1, first number is given 4, 6, 8, second number, third number. Okay, all 3 numbers is given, all 3 numbers is displayed, and the sum is also displayed, 18. Now see the next program. Program to obtain length and breadth of a rectangle and calculate its area. A rectangle, okay, and then area we have to calculate. See here, length and breadth, 2 variables we have taken, and then input enter length of rectangle, enter breadth of rectangle. We have given input statement, and these statements are used with float function, so that the value whichever is given by the user after the program run, that value will be converted to floating point in decimal places values. Okay, now area is calculated here, length into breadth. The formula is length into breadth to calculate area of a rectangle, so that formula is given here, and then print statements is given here. Rectangle as specification is displayed, length, what is the length, and then breadth. Here end statement, end argument we have used of print statement, so that length and breadth will be displayed on the same line, and then area is displayed on the separate line. See the output here. Enter length of rectangle 4, enter breadth of rectangle 2, then rectangle specification is displayed, length 4.0, breadth 2.0, and then area is given here 8.0. See, length and breadth is displayed in same line. Why? The to print statement is here, but the output is on single line. How it is possible? With the help of end function, end argument. Okay, write a program to input a number and print its cube. We have to display cube. This is the program. Okay, see here program, number, int input. Okay, integer number we have to input, so int function is used with the help along with the function input function, and the value is stored in num. Then cube is calculated here, num into num into num, 3 times it is multiplied to obtain cube of a number, and that result is saved in cube. Now the number is displayed first, then its cube is displayed. See the output here. Enter a number, 9 is displayed, then number is displayed 9 and its cube is calculated 729. If you multiplied 9 into 9 into 9, this value will come. Okay, now you understood how to write a program in Python language. Now some exercises given for you to do it. Okay, the simple exercises given. What is the difference between a keyword and an identifier? What are literals? What will be the size of following constants? You have to calculate the size here. What is the difference between expression and a statement in Python? Okay, the one program is to be written, okay, using this formula, convert Celsius to Fahrenheit, then find the output. Just to type this program in a Python IDE, Python program, Python software, and check that output is what will be the output. I will suggest you that first you try it on your copy, not on the computer. First in copy you obtain the output, then run this program in computer, then check that your output and the output comes from execution of the program, and match that how much you have obtained the correctness of the output. Because during examination no computer will be given to you, you have to obtain that output by yourself. So first you try to produce output by yourself in copy only, then run the program. Okay, what will be the output of the program? You have to find the output first, then you check by running the program on the computer. Okay, thank you.